So the first one is going to be the Kimura. A lot of people get the grip. They feel like it's there. They might even try to go for it and don't get it because they're usually missing one thing. So if I start on this side with my half guard and I'm facing, let's go this way. If I'm facing this side, this would be the Kimura hand, right? I don't want her to flatten me, so I'm sideways, and my bottom hand can reach for the wrist, right? She's gonna be trying to reach under my head, so this is a good way to block. Yeah, she's trying to get past my knee, reach under my head. So this is pretty easy to get this grip here, right? And I can reach over, okay? So that's there. And she's fighting knee shield. This is where I would use like a knee shield to kind of prepare myself. It holds her back while I'm looking for this. She's fighting to pass, right? So I can even let that out and sit up into this, okay? But I wouldn't want to finish this from here. Why? Because I'm going to go flat to my back. If she goes thumb up, then she can hold my head. And she escapes, and now I'm in a bad half guard. What I want to do, okay? What I want to do is get this. I'm going to scrimp and hip switch. So now I'm on the other side. So I turn it into an open guard or a full guard on the other side. So half guard, knee shield, wrist. I'm on my shoulder. I can go up to my elbow if I want, or if they're trying to bear down on you, I can grab it there, right? If you're concerned about getting to the other side, put in a butterfly hook. If you're not, you can just hit out and switch. And she falls right into position. Okay. That would be one. Okay. You want to try that with the dummy or? Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Here. Go ahead.
Just so I can see the second part.
Yeah.
I see the Kimura. You're just kind of hipping out. Is that what you said? Like shrimp?
Shrimping. So
Shrimping out?
with the Kimura, I shrimp.
Go that way.
And then I switch my butt to the other side. Then I throw my leg like up onto the back and my knee goes to the shoulder. I have this, right?
Okay. So even if you lose that, you're in a better guard.
Now you have a better guard, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Or more closed guard, more full guard.
Try it with the half dummy.
Yep. You reach up for that. And I usually will do that on the way down, just switch my hip. Yep. Now the right leg, throw over the back. Right leg over the back. That's so he doesn't jump over or roll. And you can finish. Yep. What you doing, Daddy?
You could finish from that position?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to have your guard closed. You just need a leg on his back, right above the belt, usually area, so they can't roll or jump over you.
Let's see if this works better. Don't have the sun.
The dog freaking.
Wants to sit, but he doesn't know what to do because
He wants to be right in the freaking camera.
He wants to play.
Man,
No, he wants to be in the camera.
she wants this. She
Oh,
wants
he
this
wants
pillow that's in here.
Ah. Okay. Another one that is pretty easy, actually. We have the reverse armbar. So, half guard, right? I'm going for my underhook, and then on the way, or once I get here, I could pop up, but instead I come down. I like to shrimp away, and we're right here with the reverse armbar already. So your underhook sets up this to happen, right? So I have an underhook, but if I just let my arm flow over, the wrist finds the neck, and now I'm draped over the elbow, right? So as I come down, I want to always step on the hip and my knee on the shoulder. And here I can, there's different ways to do it, but I'm hitting the pressure here, and my other hand's helping. I can also do that on the other arm. So same idea as the Kimura, but I would dive to this side, bring my knee out, and rotate. Okay. Over here, I'm going for this side. Like I dive under it.
Like with the underhook.
Now I'm going to step on the hip. I'm rotating. Okay. And then I can crunch on that side. But the near side's easier. Try that real quick.
Ay, pero ese perrito no se te aleja. ¿Ah? Mira, ahí está pegado.
Yeah.
El perrito no te deja trabajar.
Yeah, she'll stay there. It's her house. So this one you want to get all the way up to your hand?
Yeah, you're just getting your underhook like you're going to take the back, but then you change directions and drop back down with your foot on the hip and your knee on the shoulder. So you won't, and then you're still going to be on your right side.
Oh,
You're just
so
setting up a reverse armbar there.
so you won't go to your back? It's on the side?
Right, don't go to your back. Yeah.
Okay, so just drop down.
Yeah.
That seems like a pretty easy setup.
It's easy, yeah. We just don't usually think about it because we're trying to get the back and other stuff, but the reverse armbar is right there.
And I mean, do you think
Yeah.
it's like really catchable?
Yeah, you'll catch it a lot.
Really?
Yeah, you'll catch it a lot.
It's crazy.
Yep.
That almost seems like too easy to like.
My game's super simple, man.
Yeah. But it's sneaky simple. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if they already give up that, I know if you get that underhook, right, they're gonna want to try to get.
They already gave it to you, right? Because
get out, right?
you have a strong underhook. Come here. So if I get an underhook, I can lift her arm. It's easy.
Put it right there. Yikes.
She wants the underhook. See what she did? So don't do it slow. She wants the underhook. See what she did? Okay.
She brings.
So now watch. So I'm going to only change one thing. She goes for the underhook.
You go with it.
I raise my elbow.
And you just go with it. Yeah.
She's trying to re-swim the underhook. But if I raise her elbow when she re-swims, it ends up by my neck. Boom.
Oh. Ah,
right?
no.
You just
The
pinch.
lower body holds her in place, and she's done.
Right. Very sneaky.
No, pero ese perrito. It's like, it's like he goes so live all the time. Look at that guy. He's so considered. That's how you call it when people is like this.
That's why people don't like them. Because they're so clingy, you know, like some people just don't like it. And they stay in your face all the time.
All right, so now we're gonna get a little creative. We'll do 2 leg locks. Then we'll do, we already went over the knee bar where you raise them up and spin them. You could do that too. But we're gonna go 2 leg locks, other leg locks. Then we'll go twister, but we'll do a back take. We'll do a arm triangle. Okay. Actually, there's a couple arm triangles, so I'll probably show both really quick. All right, so half guard. Now we're in half guard. I'm going to grab this wrist. Okay. This hand, you guys can see everything okay?
Yep.
Okay. So I have this wrist this time instead of the other one. So this hand, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot it through here, right? So I raise her arm up, and I shoot my hand through here. Okay. So she cannot posture right now because it's kind of like she's in like almost like an arm bar, right? And now I'm going to sit up and look what's right here. I pull this towards me. So grabbing the wrist that she's trying to get an underhook with, so I have my elbow tight, right? Quarters in the armpits. I block the bicep as she tries to get the underhook, and I slide down to the wrist. That's how I grab that. So I'm here, slide down to the wrist. This elbow is tight also, and I'm on my side because she's going to try to push me down. I got a little bit of a knee shield to keep her away. That's giving me the space I need. When I release that leg, my hand replaces in the armpit, and I swim, putting the wrist on my neck. This leg comes up, so I can lock up. Okay? You can do a lockdown on this if you're worried the leg's going to go somewhere. Oh, it's good. Hurts. And then I reach with 2 hands. Pull it up. Okay? What I mean by the lockdown is this, right?
Right.
So I like to rock up, so I go here, right? But if you're worried about it, you can lock down and just do a sit-up, reach, pull. That's one of the leg locks. I don't know if you can do that with the dummy, Alex. You might be able to. Yeah, you should be able to do it. It's got legs. Wrist. That shoots into the armpit. Yeah, there you go.
Let me see. Let me do it for you. I think it's this one. Here, this one, right? So if that one is like you defending there, no? Here, and I go here. Yeah, right? Across, black down here. I see what? I cannot. Your leg. There?
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Cool.
Okay. So I swim under you and I go under you.
Just swim.
Is that what are you doing there with that?
This ends up being a calf crush or a knee decompression usually.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it, right?
If you hold up high on the toes, then you have a toe hold of sorts, right? So it just depends on their flexibility, your body type compared to their body type, where everything lines up, you know. But usually calf or knee.
And you're better to do it sitting up, right? You don't want to lay back down.
Yeah, sit up. In fact, if you want to be real safe, you don't need 2 hands on the foot. You can keep one over their back and just use your outside hand to pull.
Okay.
If you want to really make sure you pull that leg, then you go with 2 hands and pull. But now there's a chance for them to maneuver.
Get injured.
Yeah. They can maneuver themselves to escape because you're not holding their back anymore.
Oh, I got you.
So that's your choice there. Reed asked if it's illegal. So if the rule set does not allow calf cranks or knee decompressions, then yes, it's illegal. But some tournaments do allow it. So yeah. So it's one of those moves that you gotta look at the rules ahead of time to know if you can do it or not. Okay. Let's do another. This will be another leg lock. From half guard, bottom, same position. So this time, this is gonna be like the old school plan A, plan B that we do. I'm gonna start it the same way. So I'm going underhook and diving under the shin as I raise my knees up to throw her above me, right? And normally we're passing the leg, the foot to the other hand, but this time I'm just gonna grab here, right? And this foot goes there, and I pull. Here, underhook and under the shin, knees and curls to throw her above, but this time I'm gonna grab here. This foot goes there to pull or to push.
Let me see. What do you pull?
Huh?
What do you pull? Your own foot or my foot?
I pulled your foot. Wanted to see it again?
Can you back up just a little bit?
You can look back.
I just want to see that underhook under the leg that you're talking about. Go.
All right. Once I throw her above me, now
You just let that go.
the same. All right. I can triangle is fine, or I can put that there. Can you see?
Yeah. Yeah. We'll revisit that one in about 15 years.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is coming off of the old school sweep, is that what it is?
Yeah, same beginning, same entrance.
So we're here, here, here,
Yep.
but instead of this, I
So now let go of that leg and hold the one that you're triangling. Yeah.
oh, why didn't you show me this when we were doing this? We spent hours on this sweep, you never showed me this.
Did you see what Rita's leg looked like? That looks pretty bad.
Yeah.
That could end up pretty bad.
Very bad.
So instead of this, we're going here.
I went for this in one of the videos you watched. And the guy had strong legs. He just kicked out of it. I was like, holy crap, this guy's, legs are strong.
He's dumping this.
Yeah. I like to just down to bring it to me. Yeah.
I was just gonna say you fed the foot with your foot.
Yep.
So where is that? Is that knee decompression or is that calf
Same
slicer?
thing. Yeah. Same.
Yes.
Calf, knee. Depends. Depends how deep you have your shin.
So then if you miss this, you just go directly into old
Yeah,
school, right?
I would go electric chair probably because you won't have the foot anymore.
Oh yeah, you have to set it all up again.
Yep. But you could go electric chair. You could go out the back door. So you rolling to your right shoulder as you raise his leg up onto your shoulder. The other way. Yep.
Oh, I see. Yep.
And keep coming up to your left elbow. Yep. Coming to your knees. There you go.
Okay.
Yep. Death Planet. It's all Death Planet stuff. All right. So then the next one, you want to keep working it or no?
Let me just do it one more time because I want to go to the electric chair from there. So I have some options, because this is my go-to now for bottom half guard. Oh, lights on. So here, when I abandon that, grab that. If I miss that, it kicks out. Go under, I'll lock down again.
Yes. And there's a bunch of stretches, like we call them test their flexibility, like test, there's a couple of those in there, one from the bottom, one from the top. There's some other stuff you can do, and then it turns into a pass as well.
Give me a second while I put that one in my diary.
All right.
Dear diary.
He's got a new move.
Yeah.
Well, it's another spot to go from that old school sweep, which is really nice.
Yep.
Alex, look out.
Oh, you're all right? Give me a second, guys. Your veggies are and
All right.
you can go on. I'm just gonna.
Do you have any questions so far with the ones that we did?
That's you call the old school sweep? Is that what
Yeah.
that one is called? Where he hooks the leg? Because I know he's done it on me before.
Yeah. So, old school sweep, that was kind of coined by Eddie. That's why I said 10th Planet, right? Eddie Bravo coined that.
Yeah.
He calls it old school because that's how they taught the half guard sweep since the beginning, right? And
okay. So that's just a half guard sweep.
Yeah, the way that I show it, plan A, plan B, which I think he has plan A, plan B as well. But I kind of expanded it into multiple ideas. The way I show the half guard coming to your knees is different, right? And so I like to call the old school because it's the original way that I learned it as well. And then the way that I teach it, I just call that the half guard sweep, right? So you have your half guard sweep, then you have your old school half guard sweep, and they both have plan A and plan B, right?
Right.
So they both have plan A, plan B. It's just the way you enter into it is different, right? One, you're more staying in guard, and the other one, you're more like a top player trying to get up on top, get to your knees, right? Usually the bigger guys like the plan A, not the plan A, the way that I show
Plan
it.
B.
Yeah, and then the more the old school way, it's like more of a guard game. Some people would even call it deep half, but I don't consider it deep half yet. Yeah. All right. So now let's do an arm triangle from the half guard. Okay. There's actually two arm triangles that I want to show. So the first one, let's start this way. Actually, we'll do both this way. So I have half guard and my underhook, right? Now, what I'm going to do, I could actually enter this a bunch of different ways. So I could still come in this way. I could just come up with my underhook this way, right? But what I'm looking to do is get my head through right here. It's like I'm going to take the back. But instead of taking the back, this post hand comes up. As I fall down, I make my rear naked choke grip. On this one, I like to put my hand behind my own head, not theirs. Okay, it's much tighter behind my own. And your bicep is going into their neck on one side, and you're pushing their shoulder into their neck on the other side. And
You can do it from that position?
Yeah.
Flat?
Yeah. I'm not flat, but yeah, I can even do it flat. So I'm here. I start to take the back. Instead of taking the back, I come up, falling, lock, squeeze.
What chances that you have it? 100% or if I fight it?
It's never 100%.
Okay.
You mean once I lock it
Uh-huh.
from here? Try to get out. Not in the squeeze. Once I have something, it's going to be very difficult to get out.
Exactly.
I don't even need to squeeze, just hold it. Now, for me to get it is a different story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you know. You're not going to let me get there.
Yeah, I didn't know that shit.
There's a lot you don't know yet. All right. Anyone want to try that yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try that first.
Unbelievable, Brian. There's so much work, and at the end, you end up just sit up and get it done. Huh?
What's going on here?
You lost your...
I know it's good stuff when Rita goes, wait a minute. What?
Yeah,
like she hasn't learned that one yet either? She's like, wait.
No, because he will say, don't do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's why these small groups are good, because we get to talk about stuff, and it takes me to places that I don't get to go in a normal big class, you know? So the people, honestly, that aren't here, you know, there's a lot of people that aren't here. They're missing out, you know?
Well, not only they're missing out, but you know,
watch. You know what I mean?
in that size class, they're not ready.
Look at that dog. He's like in a movie theater. What the heck?
So you want to get your head under the arm somehow.
Yeah, you can. So act like you're taking the back, right? Because to take the back, you pop your head under.
Yeah. Here.
Yeah. And now you just lay back with it. So look, it's easier than you're making it to get your head under. If I want to take her back, right? I come to my knees, I throw the arm, and I'm here, right? It's no different. So I'm going to come up, I'm going to pop that, and now I just lay back.
What he's doing is moving his head to my shoulder.
I'm just rolling my head under like I'm going to take her back.
Right. So you come here.
It's like duck under. Yeah.
Yeah.
Duck under, yeah?
Yeah.
He's not working with me.
Same as a duck under.
You don't have to stretch out or anything. Like once you're there.
Yeah, you're there. They fall right into it.
Duck under.
You like that?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's a couple right from, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, so if I'm doing this reverse armbar, how does she escape? She turns her thumb up and bends it, right? So if we're here, she turns her thumb up and bends it. Look where we are again, right? All I did was shove her elbow. So we're here, she thumbs up, push, right? It's the same, you're right there. It's all in the same vicinity.
Yeah. So you get here.
Yeah, because she's got to turn her thumb up.
So you try that, you get out, you come up.
She could bend and get past your head, yeah. Right. That's right there too.
You know I'm gonna forget all this stuff.
Oh yeah, but we're recording it, so you'll be able to go back to it.
Yeah, but I want to be able to remember it on the mat.
Yeah.
Remember when you forget? Like so many.
Oh man.
Okay. So
but
then
it's good though, because like I said, again, being in these positions, you know what I mean? At least I can remember that there's something there, you know?
Then you go back to it. So
and
then
if I could hit it,
huh?
If I could hit it, you're gonna know.
Yeah. Coach. So the other other arm triangle, we're gonna enter like we did for the calf, right? So I'm gonna go wrist, I'm gonna swim under, I'm gonna come up, keep your base, I'm gonna come up. Now my arm goes over her neck, I'm gonna lock under her armpit, that's the one holding the other arm, I lay back, throw my leg over, rock the baby, right? This type of squeeze motion. So we're here, wrist, right? I could even be doing a bicep right here. I can do a butterfly hook. There's all kinds of stuff I can do here. I'm gonna swim under, rocking up and over the head. This hand goes through the armpit, grabs my own hand, wrist, I should say, laying back, put her head on the mat, leg goes over the back, and then I squeeze.
Even if when he's already grabbing the grip, it's already choking me from one side and my shoulder is choking me the other way.
Right.
So
This is a Walsh choke. Type of arm triangle.
Wall
that's
choke.
no cycle choke from half guard.
That's a little
Right.
different.
From half guard.
Bam.
These are all submissions from half guard. People think you can't attack from half guard. They're wrong.
Are they a little more risky though, or no?
You're already on bottom.
Right.
And what are they going to do to you from half guard? A key lock?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't give them that arm.
Yep. Knee bar. They can try to step over for a knee bar. That's about it. There's a few other things, but
Under.
they got to worry about your attacks.
And then what do you have? Like a gable underneath?
I just go over the wrist. So my thumb and middle finger, grab the wrist, and the other support. And then I lift.
And then just lay back.
Yeah, and I'm lifting, but mainly bringing it across. Right, here's the hole, and I'm bringing it across the baby. See the body. See the rocking the baby motion? But I'm only gonna go in the one direction, being this way.
Towards me.
Yeah, I'm eliminating the hole that her head and arm are in. Yeah, I'm lagging, so I'm trying to slow it down. Good. That gets super tight. Like I didn't even get halfway with her, and she's ready to tap.
Oh, so like you could.
Yeah, she was tapping way
Hmm.
ahead of time. I still had to lay on my. I still had to get her head to the mat. I still had to throw my leg over the belt, and then I didn't even squeeze. So
Yeah.
I still had 3 more things to make it tighter.
I was just gonna say, like sitting up here, just on the dummy.
Yeah,
It
it's
feels-
already. They should already feel a squeeze there. Then you put
Right.
the head on the mat, throw your leg over the belt, then
So
you do
then
your squeeze.
And that
motion.
takes that arm out of the equation completely.
Yeah, it's choking. They're choking themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're choking them with their shoulder base. See what we got for time.
So the key is really to stay up, or very
You don't want to get flattened out.
don't flatten out.
Yeah, you don't want to be flat, and you don't want them to have the underhook on the opposite side of your body than they are, right? That would be bad. And then they want to reach under your head also, get some shoulder pressure going. You don't want that either. So if you're up on your elbow, your hand, shoulder's okay in certain situations, right? I showed some moves where I'm on my shoulder to do the move. But you want to be sideways, right? And usually up is better than down, right? It's easy to go back down. It's not always easy to get up, right?
Right.
Yeah. So you build your base, you get up, and if you need to go back down for something, you do it with a reason, right? Like for the old school, you're going to get underneath them, so you'd go back down if you wanted to go old school. That's good. All right. Now let's do one that's a little trickier, but we kind of went over the basics to it already, so it shouldn't be too hard to get. So a half guard. half guard bottom. I'm gonna enter the same way. So I got the same side wrist. I'm gonna, my knee leaves, my hand's gonna go under the armpit. I kick this leg through to help me rock up, right? I go here. Now, I'm gonna lay back because I like the extra pressure in her armpit. My elbow goes towards her armpit. My hand is gonna go in front of the face, right? I want her looking that way. So I try not to go under the neck. I can go under the neck, but I want the jawline because I want her looking away, right? From here, can you move? Not really, right?
No.
Now I'm gonna let go of the wrist. I'm gonna start coming up, and I'm climbing on the back. From here, I can do a rear naked choke really easily. I'm already through, right? So this hand grabs the wrist. This hand goes under the armpit. Rocking up and swimming. My elbow goes towards her armpit. You can lock down if you want. This hand weaves. Think like a snake. It's going from this side of her face to the other because I want it to push her and make her look away. Now, she can't move. I actually have time to rest here, but I'm going to keep going. All right, I'm going to let go. Coming up, climbing on the back. Choke because I'm already under the jaw.
I feel pressure on the wrist, like this.
Uh-huh.
Push it down, and then you do a reset from there.
Yeah, I can do a wrist lock from
I feel like my wrist.
here. I can wrist lock.
I know. I can
From
do
here, I
it.
can wrist lock. Yeah,
You can wrist lock from there too.
because I've isolated her arm, and she doesn't have mobility in her arm, so I can just bend the wrist that I'm holding.
A wrist lock.
Yeah.
It looks fancy, but I already switched it. But even especially with the gi, very effective.
Because
Right?
you have a
'Cause
gi
you have
grip.
a sleeve. Once you weave through, it's not like they can just strip that grip. You got the sleeve now.
Right.
Very little mobility in their arm. Oh no, that was the last move.
Okay, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow.
See you later.
Have a good night. Be safe.
Thank you.
Hold on to it.
Looks like you did the DDT.
Exactly. So essentially a crossface.
Yeah, it's like a crossface. A real crossface, not a jiu-jitsu crossface.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice, Alex. You're going to like that once you get used to that entry. That wrist and the armpit swim. When you get that entry, you're going to see a lot of things open up.
Yeah.
Right.
You just got to remember it and do it, you know?
That's exactly.
Yeah.
But that's, again, that's obviously it's every beginner's, problem because you can get to a certain position. Like
Yeah.
I said, if I can get the side control, that's great.
Yeah.
But if I have nothing to do from there, then I'm stuck. Same
This
thing
is
with half
called,
guard.
that entry is called octopus guard.
Yeah.
You don't hear about it that often.
Really?
That's octopus guard. Yeah.
You're not yanking my chain. Like I'm
No,
gonna
serious.
I'm gonna talk to somebody about my jujitsu. I'm doing jujitsu classes online. I'm like, yeah, I just learned octopus guard.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know it, but that's guard, yeah. And so that's from Eduardo Teles. He has the turtle guard. He made, really effective. There's a lot of stuff he does from turtle guard. People like, I've watched his competitions. Like, he turtles and people like avoid it. They're just like kind of push at him a little bit and like, but keep their distance instead of attacking. Like, and then the octopus guard.
He's
And
so good.
he does those on a video.
Now with this guard, with this half guard, because you're bringing up your knee shield,
Mm-hmm.
are you draping your bottom foot like over the other leg to kind of keep it there?
So what I do, can I use you for one last thing?
Huh?
Can I use you for one last thing?
No, that's it.
So knee shield's really popular thing right now. But what I learned, what they call knee shield now, I learned as quarter guard, right? And they call something else quarter guard. But what I do is this. So I have my half guard. My knee kind of goes in the line of her rib cage. And then look what I do with my toes, my feet. I just cross them right there. So
Okay.
I call this quarter guard, but they
Está loco.
call knee shield nowadays. So
Right.
whatever you want to call it, but that's what I do, right? I cross the feet. So it's not like a complete, I think they also call it Z guard.
You're gonna
Z guard. And there's another guard, they call it by a number. It has a number for a name. And I always forget it. It's 92 guard or something. But again, it's like those sweeps we went over the other day, where it has a whole bunch of moves by the same name or different moves by the same different names, same move. You know, that guard is kind of like that. So I just step over the foot, and you'll feel everything tighten up.
Okay.
It's a little harder to remove.
That's swimming the hand under. I got to get used to that too.
Yeah. Start with you swim in, right? Like you're diving in, and then you elbow as you bring the wrist behind your neck, elbow towards the armpit. So you grab as you're raising the wrist, and then elbow. Then you weave under the face.
Weave under.
Yep.
Hey, si tu novio no te quiere.
My rear naked too, though. Like getting this one and then.
So the hand that's weaving under their face, that's going to be the one that chokes.
That's your main choke, right?
But
And
first,
this one has to come this way.
right. If you have trouble weaving that, just place the hand behind their head and then weave the other hand just onto your bicep.
This bump under here.
You climb to the back.
So I climb up.
Yep. So you're straddling them. They might be face down. Now put that arm in deeper, right? Hold your bicep and the other hand behind the head.
And then once you have that locked in, then you roll back.
Just squeeze, right? So my theory on taking the back is if I'm on their back and I'm on top, it's the same as if I rolled over to choke them. So
Just stay, yeah.
I'm gonna make them carry, right? There's no reason for me to carry their weight, right? And it brings them a step closer to defending, because what do they want to do? Most people are taught to push their back onto my chest,
Right.
on the left side and slide off. Why am I going to pull them on top of me and give them the beginning of that, right? I'm going to make them carry my weight. You know, I don't think I've ever done it to Alex, but if I've got on your back before and locked out your hips and back, you know it, right?
Right.
You'll tap just from that, right? So, and that's something I like to do. Like, I like tapping people that way rather than the choke. Like just belly out and they can't get away, right? Now, if it's a hip or a spine, hip is okay, but spinal lock, you're not allowed, you know, so that's not something you would do in a tournament, but they'll tap just from that, just from the back.
Right. That pressure.
Yep.
Man, this is good stuff, man.
Yeah, so don't you see the guys that take the back of the turtle and they just yank the guy back? There's a bunch of stuff wrong with that. So you don't want to do that. Just get on the back. Just like wrestling, you don't headhunt right away, right? Get 2 underhooks, get your regular hooks, your foot hooks, and get the back control, right? If he flips around, rolls around, you just stay tight, ride him, right? Get your points. Then creep one of those hands over and go for the choke. Alternative to that is getting your hooks and choking at the same time. Gives them twice the things to worry about. So you could do it that way as well. But if you want to have good control, then you don't have to tap them right away. You could just control the guy. Just depends on your style. But I would, in either case, wouldn't pull the guy on top of me. Right.
Okay.
I think that's a habit people have, just to open up the hips. But once you got the hooks already, you don't need to open up the hips anymore.
Yeah.